Okay, starting next week, I've redesigned my extruder so that it has a powerful grip and so that it works with different thicknesses of filament, and it won't jam as much. So this is the difference it comes with. It's going to come with 2 lock washers, a bearing, 5/16 2-inch bolt. It's going to come with this. This is very similar to the piece it had, except it's diagonally drilled so that this piece will go sideways. So you put this piece through here, put this spring on, and you put this on. I don't know if this will be one of these or if it'll just be a regular bolt, but that allows that to have some spring that way. So the other design put a lot of force on the grip, and a lot of loss was to the motor just for the grip because it was just pinching the other part, and the other part wasn't always even. So this part, it changes the grip to be sideways rather than straight from here. So before it was the idea was the grip went from the washer to here, and now the grip is in between these plastic pieces right here. So how this part is constructed: a 5/16 bolt, a roller bearing, a washer, 1 1/4 inch washer with a 5/16 hole, a nypren washer. Nypren washers have a little bit of flexing to them. They're fairly cheap to come by. And then a regular washer, a piece of hose gasket, a plastic nypren washer, and a metal 1 1/4 inch washer with a 5/16 hole. Now, the idea is this little groove right here will push down and have tension that direction. So most of the force is coming from here now, and then the motor just spins with very little tension right here other than to keep the filament in. So you have about 80% more power to the motor because you're not using all the force to push really hard against a roller bearing, or actually you were pushing really hard against another washer, and the washer wasn't even around. So sometimes you get more grip, sometimes you get too much grip, and the motor would lock. So then you go ahead and put this on. So I'm not going to show in detail this part, other than you got the motor, you have a piece of tubing in here, and this is glued to this coupler. And this coupler is a 5/16 coupler. And generally it spins in the direction to keep it tight, and the only time it will spin in the other direction is when you want to pull back the filament a little bit. So you just tighten this. So this is now constructed, and now what we do is we put this on in this direction. You might need to bend this back a little bit, and then we put these 4 nuts on. Okay, so Gotta redirect this a little bit. So in my case, this didn't go together properly. So what you need is this to actually slip. There you go. See that right there? Push that out and slip it. There we go. So it's in diagonal. There's a washer right here, so this is able to freely spin. Notice there's enough grip that when I turn the washer, that this will turn. But most of the force is now in between here. So the motor doesn't have a lot of resistance in this direction other than when the filament's in there. And again, most of the force now goes through the gap in the side, through the grip of the nypren. And this washer is just here to help guide the filament into the groove, and it takes much less force to push it inward than to provide the force from pushing it on the side to push the filament through. Anyway, that's going to be coming out in anything that I ship this week, and I'm getting ready to ship complete kits again. I'm just making things better. One of the issues I had was the extruder wasn't working that well. This is the 5th or 6th iteration of a design, and this is what I came up with. It's still simple, just the parts are put together a little bit differently, and I'll show it working here in my next video.